Go.
What?
Go.
You ready?
Ready.
Is this the signal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Middle East to celebrate the fabulous 4th anniversary of Francis DiMenno's Open Mic Show. And here to present this momentous, historical occasion in entertainment history, none other than the fabulous Wrong Hero.
Yeah. With you behind me, I'm unbeatable. Of course, without you, I'm invincible. Let's not get into that, because I despise you. You know, the 4th anniversary of this open mic reminds me of my old dad and a story he used to tell. Yeah, my old dad was a prospector, as irregular as this may seem, since prospecting went out with about 1849, but nonetheless, for the fiction of this story, we will assume that my dad was a prospector. Well, one day he was out prospecting and he found a fist the size of a gold nugget. Well, he opened that fist, and inside it was another fist. And he opened that fist, and inside it was a slip of paper. And a Chinook came and blew it away. So my dad blew him away. And the moral of this story is, the wrong hero is not bitter because of years of torment and neglect at the hands of people he is obviously far better than. Nonetheless, the wrong hero will kill you if you continue to ignore him. I want to go into one of your Earth restaurants and find these precious Folgers crystals which you Earth people only ceremonially unveil to surprise patrons. I want some of these precious Folgers crystals. Where are they, Earth scum? I don't need your frozen Swanson breakfast confections. I breathe on my pet pig and instant bacon. Because I'm the wrong hero. Why don't we all go back to Belly Poke Land? Sure, you know what Belly Poke Land is. Walk down the main street at Disneyland. Women in petticoats, men with derbies and handlebar mustaches. Gaily striped farmers' awnings on every street corner. The old sheriff isn't a ferocious drunk. He's the town constable and your kindly friend in Belly Poke Land. Thank you for joining me. I'd like now to welcome you to the Kowtow Show, starring the Aga of Anguish, the Effendi of gratuitous offensiveness, the Amir of indolence, the High Lama of blind hatred, the Holy Fool of hubris, the Ramayana of riot, the Little Chief of chaos, the Mullah of malice, the Tsar of the bizarre, the Avatar of avarice, the Mikado of menace, the Ayatollah of I told you so. Woo! Yeah, what? The Sahib of selfishness, the High Mufti of mania, Pope Light, slimmer than the fat Catholics, the Raja of rage. I am the wrong hero. I hate everybody and everybody hates me because I'm always in the wrong place at the wrong time and everything I do is wrong. Yep. I used to work in the Library of Congress, but I got fired because somebody asked me for a rare book and I threw it on the fire. And I said, it was rare. Soon it will be very well done. I can see you didn't get that. Nonetheless, I will continue this insipid speech in the inane hope that perhaps you will hearken to my words. I'm the wrong hero. I'm not a reformer. My reforming impulses have been sucked into a brain-blistering, semi-therapeutic whirlpool of over-the-counter drugs, sex, and 24-hour-a-day gambling. So I don't have no more reforming instinct. I'm not even a feminist. My girlfriend says, I'm not your maid. And I say, yeah, I need 2 references from a prospective maid. So I was working in the Library of Congress, and someone told me that if you drop a book, it takes 10 years off its life. So I dropped the book 10 times and said, there, now you have a valuable antique. Wouldn't it be interesting, I said, if we replaced poetry with poultry? Poetry, 39 cents a pound. There is no poultry in money. There's no money in poultry, Frank Perdue to the other ones. Wouldn't it be interesting if we were to use the subjunctive future tense every day and not even realize it? What if a tree falls in a forest and kills you? Or a you? I don't use ivory soap, I use I&I soap. I&I soap. It doesn't foam, it doesn't lather. It stares at you belligerently and says, hey, what are you looking at, bud? I&I soap. Now here's my motto. Paranoid fantasies arise among people who perceive a loss of status or power. Stop staring at me, you filthy monkeys! I am a minority of one. I am a walking ghetto. I am the world's most despised minority. I am Mr. Entitlement. And all I want is what's coming to me. Yesterday. Because tomorrow might be too late. I say, back to the Middle Ages. Back to slaves. Endless toil. Pestilence. Filth. Feudal lords. Just like today with Mark.
Just about enough.
Get out of here. You know I'm at a disadvantage. I must continue.
Oh no, it's the father of the wrong hero, come to take him back to the wrong planet, to repatriate him to his own people.
I despise you. With one clever, well-aimed turn of my ankle, I can have you floating on the floor like a jellyfish. Well, maybe two. Well, maybe three. Your boozy breath is weakening me. I'm beginning to feel dizzy from the miasma of your funky exhaustion.
Miasma, yeah.
Out of my way, there's a cross, you vampire. Go chew on some garlic. Go teach your grandmother to suck eggs. Go teach her to suck bacon. And then she can eat her own breakfast. Silence! Get out of here!
Here are the charges against you. Too many words of opprobrium. And too few reprobation.
Go on, get out of here. Go festoon yourself at the gay parade. I don't care. Just spray a beer.
Annoying people. Making them nervous. And do you want to know why? Because you're... You must be repatriated. Repatriated! You're being called home.
Good. That was a total Yes, please, someone turn this man off. I'm supposed to be dominating the world here, and I can't even get any respect in this miserable...
You must go home!
This is really wonderful. A high moment in vaudeville. What are you, Ed Norton? You smell like a sewer. Scram, beat it. The fat man don't need no chuckleheads, especially ones that rip off his act and try to be amusing on that basis. Scram! You don't even know what you're doing up here. There. Now you've destroyed all sound.
Let's ask the audience, which one is funnier?
The wrong hero.
Hero's mentor.
The wrong hero's older brother, yes.
The wrong hero is ugly, miserable, mean, misanthropic, ornery, unsatiable, and shark-like, ravenous, multi-personality, transorbital syndrome, lobotomy, something or other, graduate from the Uno projects out in St. Louis, what the hell are they called? Pruitt-Igoe, spent 4 years in Pruitt-Igoe, developed a jailbird mentality, even plays backgammon like a convict.
What is the hero? What is the hero without the What is the hero without reverb? The hero is dry.
I will return.
Good.
Need reinforcements.
Come at the end of the set. You can help mop up the vomit that your appearance is going to generate very soon. Now, where was I before I was interrupted in such an uncharacteristic way? Oh, yeah. My improvised credo is, don't put me on the spot. Very applicable to this current situation. And this is my curse. May chimpanzees have sex with your holographic representation in the year 2023. That is the solemn oath of the wrong hero. And the wrong hero's philosophy is very simple. You can't love God if he doesn't love himself. Now I'm going to tell you about the Wrong Hero Network. Ted Turner, shove over. Go do step exercises with your bride who's 20 years younger than you. Let her round by them. I got some TV shows for the fall lineup. The Smart Young Detective and the Stupid Old Cop Show. The Isn't That Cute Hour. The Hobo Truck Driving Man Adventure Hour. Starring Rin Tin Tin. We have come for your pocketbook. The Wrong Hero's Home Shopping Network. And my favorite, the one I get to host, Facets of Rage. This week on Facets of Rage, how to break a window when it will not open. Thank you. Because I'm the wrong hero. I'm not like all those other funny comedians who get laughs and are popular. No. I'm sick of the old style of thinking. I want some pre-millennial hysteria around here. I feel like a carnival huckster with sweaty underwear. I have no fixed address. Just mail all my unemployment checks home street home, or care of the heating grate in front of where Jack's used to be before they burned it down. Now I can't live in their bathroom anymore. On St. Patrick's Day, which was yesterday, just to give you some perspective on this event, when you aliens with 3 eyes are watching this in the year 2023, the year to which Eric Martin was doomed to perdition. On St. Patrick's Day, quit stroking Eric Martin's ego and attend to the situation on stage, Mr. Psychoanalotherapist.
Got me!
So as I was saying, on St. Patrick's Day, I ran into a wise old priest. After he brushed himself off, he looked at me with a twinkle in his saintly eye and said, "Where are you rushing off to, son? Sure, and I'll bet you it's the girls you've been chasing after. Well, Sonny, let me give you a bit of advice. Don't you know that an hour's worth of pleasure isn't worth a lifetime full of shame now, don't ya?" And I said, "It doesn't last an hour, you stupid padre!" That story had no point. A little girl asked me the difference between eternity and infinity. And I told her, your ignorance is infinite. My rage is eternal.
Not!
See, that's what I mean about lousy would-be comedians taking other comedians' best lines and thinking that they're funny just because they shrewdly ape and cozen the audience into identifying with the responsive core of the other comedian who competes against them for attention. I will be the simulacra of this famous man, and his attention and applause will flow to me as naturally as suckers to a three-card game. Well, no thanks, I ain't buying it. I don't want to hear nothing like nothing ever. I just want to hear the sound of my own voice for a change.
Not very obvious.
I will commemorate infinity and all eternity.
Don't get on the stage on time, yeah.
Okay, that's redundant. I admit it. I'm running for president, and if I'm elected, on the first day of my administration, I vow to eliminate the middleman. and pocket the money for myself. Thank you. They say that art holds up a mirror to our flaws. I say, I don't want to see a mirror unless my face is in it. And who is this guy named Art anyway, going around holding up mirrors so other people can see their flaws and wearing perfume water under his arms and thinking he's better than everybody else? And I'm going to take care of him. You better believe it. As president, I will introduce the Declaration of Dependence and the Unconstitution. It's different from the Constitution. It tastes better. As president, I promise not to pick at my food. My motto, I pledge to eat my share. And I will not invite Bill Clinton to any of my potlucks. You know, Bill Clinton had the prize-winning hog at the Arkansas State Fair. But they made him put it back in his pants. As president, I will declare the AP wire insulting to apes, and I will call for its abolishment. Allegations will be made. I'll say, see you later, allegations. I'll sell the vice presidency to the highest bidder, in keeping with a long and honorable tradition. As president, I will stand for impulse buying, immediate gratification, flattened affect, and throwing tantrums in the face of minor obstacles. And in that way, I will truly represent the American people. I will get rid of guns. I will get rid of the place where guns are manufactured. I will get rid of Connecticut. Get rid of Connecticut and you get rid of guns. Can you hear me, America? Woo! Are you listening, America? I stand for different things than what the other candidates stand for. Of course I'm going to say that. What do you expect me to say? I'm just like them. Yeah, Bill Clinton, sponsored by Jay Leno and Buttman. Have you ever seen the three of them in the same room? Paul Songus. His hair smells like chlorine. Elect Paul. He won't just be president, he'll swim in the White House pool. And Jerry Brown. We'll elect him president of outer space. And the White House will be Disneyland. This country is in the throes of a round-the-clock commercialism,
Opprobrium.
which I refuse to promote in any way unless I get paid. I know America's problems can't be solved with material goods, but I'd like to try. I'd like to have 30-minute commercials advertising the wrong heroes' toys. As president, I vow to outlaw yogurt, the Grammy Awards, Lou Reed, Wayne and Garth, Sean Connery, and all useless eaters. Former Governor George Wallace looks like Simon Bar Sinister on the old Underdog show, doesn't he? I'm the only president who says things like this. I'm the only candidate who's proud to be non-viable, with the possible exception of Jerry Brown. I'm not what the American people want, but ask yourself this question. Can they do any better? When? I will make health insurance unavailable for all, for what's fair is fair. My vice president will be Imelda Marcos. Will be a shoo-in. And my first act will be to abolish St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. Why is St. Patrick the only saint to get a day named after him? Because he drove the snakes from Ireland.
What about All Saints Day?
Drove the that's a collective that's combined among all the saints, both living and dead, of which there are none living except me for putting up with your bullshit, and all dead because they got in my way, just as you will be if you do the same. Thank you. This stuff is so old with me, man. I can just do it all the day. Y'all? Y'all? Hey, y'all? So I hate St. Patrick's Day. Do you know what they do for St. Patrick's Day? They get big boulders and chuck them down the street at people's feet. Irish volley, it's called. And they all don't jump out of the way at the very last possible second. Oh, otherwise, oh, Patty, you broke your toe. Oh, but that's okay, I need a record jump, yes. That made no sense. I don't care. Sense is the enemy of myth. And this is myth. And you're going to myth me when I'm gone. People come up to me and say words like, "Shay, man," after the show. They come up and say, "Shay, man, you weren't very funny." Thank you, thank you. Well, I was going to just get on about St. Patrick's Day, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I am above petty spite. I look down at your misery and I laugh. It's a global phenomenon, therefore I can be safe and secure in my cubby hole, smirking over your imminent destruction. Because I'm not only the Duke of Earl, I'm the King of Satchel, I'm the Chief of Tsar, I'm the Master of Babu, I'm the Malik of Guarna, I am the Naboth of Swami, I am the most exalted potentate of Mukti. And I am the High Priest of Prime Minister. But most of all, I am the wrong hero. And you are beginning to You are beginning to bore me, distress me, annoy me, itch me, vex me, hex me, unsex me, undermine me, misunderstand me. And yet, worse than all these things, you are beginning to bore me. You make me because you only laugh when I hurt. It is my responsibility as an entertainer, as it is the responsibility of all entertainers, to see that you destroy your useless and frivolous lives by emulating my thoroughly corrupted example. If the wrong hero has been able to encourage you to emulate him in any way, and thus drive yourself off the brink, then his mission will have totally been in vain. But now you make me nervous, because you Now we're going to end the open mic with some music. Wonderful music. And it will be like Ophelia serenading Hamlet's parents before she tosses herself into the drink.
Well, what is it, Francis? What's it gonna be?
Do we have someone from Vermont? They came all the way down here from Vermont. And yet, they're shaking their head.
What can you expect?
Well,
Crazy horse with toilet paper all over the stage. Right.
well, we are having Dung Beetle later tonight, so I thought it was appropriate. I'm the wrong hero. I hate you all. I despise you. My tongue is too dry. Die.
Now it's time for next attraction.
The wrong hero. That was Saul and Willie. Which one is Saul? And which
I'm
one is
Willie.
Saul? That's Willie. That's Saul. Saul of Tarsus. William the Conqueror. and I'm the wrong hero.
Sounds good.
Oh, good, good. You know, for years, explorers have been trying to find a sea path to the Pacific. The earliest American explorers
With a Viking.
and they tried to find a sea path to the Pacific. What did Columbus want? Well, if he had known it, he would have wanted a sea path to the Pacific. Well, we finally have someone who has found the sea path to the Pacific. He didn't win the Democratic nomination, but Paul Tsongas found the sea path to the Pacific. A guy walked up to me and said, "Hi, my name is Robin." And I said, "Well, hello there, Robin. I'm Superman. Say, what you doing around these parts anyway? You're kind of busting up my game. Why don't you go back to the Batman?" I don't think Jerry Brown should be president. I think he should be chief psychiatrist on the Starship Enterprise. As for Bill Clinton, I think he's Elvis Presley as Rhodes Scholar. Go to Honka Tree Dennis. Buchanan. Pat Buchanan looks like the big boy. Greasy hair, bow tie. All he has to do is be holding up a burger. And George Bush helped the homeless. Yes, the poor old homeless Emir of Kuwait came out with his hand a-begging. And George Bush said, "I can't stand to see a grown potentate cry."
You want to get that out of the holder there or something? Are you having a hard time? Well, I mean, like, you're most likely to walk up there. Not the most gracious person.
And that would be appropriate because I'm the wrong hero.
Just another headway.
My girlfriend said I was lazy, and I said, "Oh, come on, baby, I'm lazy." I was in a bank, and a dime fell out of my pocket. And I said, "Hold on, wait a minute, little brother. Get back in there. Because when the big boats get in the water, the little boats get out." So on my knees, I'm going to expound my presidential platform. I promise not to overstay the time limitations in the 45 minutes which remain. As president, I will call for more entitlement for me. If elected, the recession will be short and shallow, like me. My message to the voters: get back, you vampires! Cogito ergo shut up means robot slaves for all. If the election were held today, it would be November. Oliver Stone's coming out with a new movie. It's called God is Dead. And they moved the London Bridge to Arizona. Arizona. Why did they move the London Bridge to Arizona? Was this so Indians could eat fish and chips and be weaned away from bingo and firewater?
How you doing?
Thinking of starting a heartless shelter.
Want me to turn on the tape now?
Yeah, pretty soon. I want to start a heartless shelter. It's where heartless people can go to hide from the homeless. Just remember that, heartless shelter. As president under my regime, we will not surrender to fear and apathy. We will seek a negotiated settlement. My motto will be, I'm listening to you, but I can't talk right now because I'm very busy. I walked into the Castro convertible with a picture of a gun, and I said, give me a crazy boy sofa, or I'm going to go out and get this gun that I got a picture of, which I got in my car. And they said, we don't sell crazy boy sofas, we sell Castro convertibles. And I said, no wonder. Michael, I think it's time to roll the tape and end the show.
Ready?
Ready?
Roll it.
This is the wrong hero bidding you goodbye. If you were a fish, my hope would be that you would feel the pain as you flop around on the bottom of the boat.
Corrupt and subordinate. And, by God, everything would be in place, you know? Didn't forget it, Dave.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all troubles will be ours. She was without a doubt the greatest natural talent I've ever worked with. She would pick up a script and read it for the first time like she studied it for 2 weeks. She was just incredible.
I remember telling us one time that if she had it to do again, she would like her life to take her the way it had, except she would have liked a childhood. This was the one thing that she regretted for Margaret O'Brien when we were on meeting in St. Louis, because Margaret was a little girl, and she said, this poor child is not having a childhood. And she said, that's the one thing I would change in my life.
Ziegfeld College is conceived as a celebration of Metro Goldwyn Mayer's 20th anniversary. Mr. Mayer tells Arthur Freed to create an old-style extravaganza, and he gives him an astronomical $3 million to do so. The film has no plot, but rather a series of musical numbers and comedy skits featuring everyone from Judy Garland and Lucille Ball to Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly.
Hello, how are you? How's it going? What new? I'm great. That's good. Ha ha. Not good. Well, that's right. What do you know? I'm the wife. Better run. All right. That's how I want to fight.
Production delay, a constant stream of directors. Arthur Freed calls in Vincent Minnelli, who is finally able to bring this unwieldy production to the screen.
How's it going, Ed?
That will be all for the
Waiting for Dan.
open mic tonight.
Dang, thanks.
Why?
Because not only does time steal upon us and it's an inexorable watch, but because you are beginning to annoy me.
Really?
You annoy me? No!
How did they affect you? Are you not gonna have it anymore? Gee, I don't know.
I'm the wrong hero. Ron's display of grace under pressure reminds me of an amusing little anecdote. But just to torture you, I ain't gonna tell it to you.
Don't torture us, man. I mean, excuse me. I mistook you for one of my friends, but you're obviously not Francis. You're obviously somebody else.
You mistook me for one of your friends. That's the last mistake you'll ever make, mister.
I hope you're right.
'Cause I walked 500 miles to kill you. You're sitting on a mountain of gold and you don't even realize it, partner. I'm the wrong hero, and my words of greeting to you are, hands off my gear. I'm the wrong hero, and you are all my friends. I'm the wrong hero. I'm not gay. I am a bachelorette. I'm the wrong hero, and I come from an advanced planet so primitive, even your cavemen can't understand it. I'm the wrong hero, and I am not a walking time bomb. Tick, tick, tick. I'm the wrong hero. When I go into bread and circus and the nice lady says, will that be paper or plastic? I say, either way, disaster! Because I'm the wrong hero. I'm the Satan of Abraxas. I'm the Amir of indifference. I am the stale prince of mal-air. I am the aga of agonism. I am the apotheosis of antagonism. Agonism. I said I am the apotheosis of agonism. Agonism. I said I am the apotheosis of agonism. Agonism. I said I am the apotheosis of anti-everything. Agonism. No more of that. I'm going to tell you about the wrong hero's week. That. Sunday. Sit aimlessly in the Sunday. Monday. Sunday. Monday. Sunday. Sunday. No, Monday. Sunday. Monday. Day. Sunday. We're on Monday now, you evil monkey. Quit torturing me.
Sunday.
Monday. Moan about the rest of the weekday. Tuesday. Might as well make it 2 days at work day. Wednesday. When's the week gonna end day? Thursday. Built up a big thirst day. Friday. It's the end of the week and I'm plenty Friday. Saturday. I feel much better now that I've sat on my fat keister day. I walked into a Castro convertible and I said, you see this picture of a gun? I have a real gun in my car, and I'm going to go out there and bring it into the store unless you give me a crazy boy sofa. And they said, but we're Castro convertible. And I said, it figures! I'm sorry, actually the punchline was, isn't that just like him? You know, if Mike Tyson had been wearing a black robe, he'd be walking the streets of Free Man. And if you believe that, you're probably as stupid as I think you are. It's April 1st, the 11th month anniversary of May Day. And that's what it's becoming around here, May Day. someone said, "Do you know where the bathroom is? Do you know?" And I said, "Yes, I do know one thing. You are arrogant and I am supreme over all." And they said, "Well, I don't like your attitude." And I said, "What kind of attitude would you prefer, mister? Me, supine, kissing your ass? I'm sorry, just my attitude doesn't suit you right now, mister, but I'm afraid that I am only human." This portion of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by That Stupid Show, the world's worst show. This week on That Stupid Show, pulling the wings off of flies and later, brain surgery. Also sponsored by a.k.a. American Automobile Accidents. Also by Denmark. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. I'm a Danish. And coffee. Also brought to you by As the World Spins, the first soap opera for drunks. This week on As the World Spins, all of the principal characters are too busy puking to engage in any of the common intrigues that populate soap operas, so they do nothing. Also brought to you by Your Household Gods. Lucky Charms. This week, 2020 investigates Lucky Charms and how a gay transvestite leprechaun got to be the top symbol for the Irish race. I'm glad you like that, sir. I can continue in this staccato voice for hours. I'm the Wrong Hero, and the future subjunctive mode is the most useless and futile of them all. Or it would be if I were to choose to use it. With that in mind, The Wrong Hero presents The Revenge Store, where you can hire poets to curse your foes. Oogie Waga, may you fart through silk. Slan Shay, may you never overdose on cherries and cold milk. A toast to the 12 steps. First, the man takes a drink, and then another 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 drink, and then the man is dead. To my friends, I know them all and I hate them all the more. To my three generals, General Chaos, General Insanity, and General Confusion. May your hardships be like the capital of Ireland, always Dublin. To the church, here's dirt for the water and rice you threw on me. To the Democrats, in 1980 they gave us the Jimmies, in 1984 they were on the Fritz, in 1988 they proved that Mikey will eat anything, and in 1992 they're giving us the Willies. May you be only as useless and alienated as you feel at this very moment. May you be reincarnated backwards, and may Moses sentence you to death for telling lies about him. A toast then to the reflection of the moon in the puddle of beer and caviar in my belly button. May your home be a heartless shelter, where heartless people hide from the homeless. I drink to your health when I'm with you. I drink to your health when alone. I drink to yourself so often,
You're beginning to make me sick. Here's hoping you die tomorrow, and may I be alive enough, and may you be alive enough to hear me scratching on your grave. May you die tomorrow, for I want your earthly share. May your future be forgotten and your past not worth living for. Because the wrong time and the wrong place is coming to you. Do not try to flee. May the devil use you as an object lesson in hell. And as you roast in eternal torment, may you remember me, for it will cost you nothing. I'm the wrong hero, and you are beginning to annoy me. Because half of all the food you eat has corn in it, in one form or another. And in the future, you will eat cockroaches and mealyworms at fashionable restaurants. And you'll brag about how, oh, the cockroaches and mealyworms they used to have were so much better. Because you make me nervous. How art thou evil? Let me count the ways. Is it the way your face becomes a werewolf mask in the light of a full moon? Is it the way you lure innocent cattle to their own slaughter? Or is it the glint in your eyes as you contemplate your dwindling future? This ends Cafe Cabaret.
Now, welcome to the Wrong Heroes Project. My fighting plan is, I have not yet begun to compromise, I think. Now you might say, what makes me fit to be president of Earth? Well, I used drugs in college, but I only used them several thousand times. Sure, I smoked crack, but I didn't inhale. And that's my secret. I met Pinocchio the other day. He came to my house. I said, "Hello, Pinocchio, can I call you Pin Eyes?" "Here, sit down." What do you eat anyway? Puppet chow? Sorry, sport, we're fresh out. Watch out for the splinters in that chair. Oh, I guess with you it's not a problem. Don't stand too close to the tea kettle, you might warp your nose. What's that noise coming from? What's that noise coming from? Who let that filthy cricket in here? You've heard of the Billboard Top 40, haven't you?
Repatriate. Line number 1.
I might have to keep this to squelch hecklers.
Do you get any hecklers?
Me? I'm going to transform you into the set of 2001. Well, you've heard of the Billboard Top 40. I'd like to present the Wrong Heroes Bottom 80. That's right, 80 of the worst bands anybody has ever heard. Starting with ABBA. What does it mean, ABBA? ABBA, it means father. That's the word Jesus Christ said when he was being crucified on the cross. Abba, Abba. No wonder. And then there's the Allman Brothers. See, this isn't just music that's not good per se. It's music that's been played to death 100 million times at some stupid bohum Cowtown college radio station where all they play is stupid Southern rock and stupid Allman Brothers. Tied to the whipping post. We'll stay there. Let me whip you a few times. I hate the Allman Brothers. And I hate America. But that goes without saying. I've been to the desert on a horse with no name. You don't even know your own name, you drooling hippie idiot. And then there's the animals. We gotta get out of this place. Good, the sooner the better. Get out of my face. The Archies, Beneath Contempt. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Ripping off Pete Townsend. Pete Townsend. Dun 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 dun. Stupid suspended fraud. They're not even original to come up with their own goddamn suspended fraud. They still want Peter Townsend. Peter Townsend. You know, Peter Townsend was at that awful concert in Cincinnati in 1980, where all those people got crushed during a Who concert. But if he had sucked them up into his nose, they'd be alive to tell the tale today. Now, wouldn't you? Badfinger, day after day. How's about this? Stinkfinger, go away. I'm sorry, I'm getting infantile. Blondie, Blondie. What a daring avant-garde! She said the word ass on Top 40 radio. My God, let's give her accolades. She's the next Laurie Anderson. No, she preceded her. David Bowie. He slept with Mick Jagger. He slept with Paul McCartney. Who did this man sleep with? Hitler? And Marilyn Marcos? Iggy Pop, okay. Still, bread. I hate bread. And I would give everything I own. Give up my life. You will get up your life and you don't stop drooling that idiotic moronic half in my ears. Bread. And let's not forget Brenda and the Tabulators. Surely you can't forget Brenda and the Tabulators, whose two top 40 hits started from the charts from years 1967 and 1970 now, Daniel. Say, what do we call this new band? Well, what's the thing that you hate the most? Tabulating, I guess. Well, we're so out of touch with the kids, let's call it something that the kids will think is good because we hate it. Brenda and the Tabulation. The Birds. Glenn Campbell. Keep you ever pleasant on my mind. Well, I'm up here strumming my folksy guitar, and my name is Glenn Campbell. I used to play with the Beach Boys for 3 weeks until they booted me out for being too lame. Keeps me ever gentle on their mind. The Carpenters. Someone should have driven a nail in the Carpenters. The Cars. If I hear that stupid, synthesized, air-fluffed, pneumatic voice one more time, you know you just want to meet him. Cheap Trick. Cher. Chicago. As I was walking down the street one day, I saw a Chicago who was worthless and I brushed it out of my way. Joe Cocker. You are so Couldn't make that high note, Joe. Jim Croce. If I could put time in a bottle, it would get all moldy and dank, and I had to get the refrigerator up there, and to come and destroy my refrigerator, but being sure to take the hinges off the door so kids don't sneak inside, because one time I saw Joe Friday untried to tell someone not to do it, and he came back half an hour later and he did it. So die, Jim Croce. If anybody would make a kid hide in a refrigerator, that man would be Jim Croce. Dennis Coffey and the Detroit Guitar Band. How soon we forget? Dun, 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 dun. What was the hot song that kids were dancing to in 1973 in between hits of acid and burning the pain? Why was dun, 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 dun. Nouveau vaudeville schmuck stick drop roll and pseudo jazz. In between taking hits off of an album of Creedence Bogwater Revival, that is. Then there was CSNY. How's about BFWH? Boring, fat, whiny hippies. John Denver.
I suspect you were once one.
Well, you know me too well. You're a diamond in the rough. A Neil Diamond. I said, shut up, play dead. The Doobie Brothers, the Doors. I forgot Tony Orlando and Dawn. Not 3 times. Oh, my sweetheart, means I'm smashing up this record. Bob Dylan and his greatest hits. What kind of world is this? 2 and 4 ain't got a pocket piss in it, even guitars, make war, moving stars, we're fighting on a plane jars, we happen to be winning. Everybody must get blown in the wind. The Eagles. Obviously an endangered species around here. I don't have the strength to break this. Would someone care to come up and smash this? Anybody want it? The Eagles, live. I will hunt you to the ends of the earth if you take this album. There, that'll do. Shoddy music, shoddy vinyl. The Everly Brothers. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, and I'm gonna put the rest of you asleep because we're Canadians and we're bland and we're dull and we're stupid and we're mediocre. Then we take tunes from Roy Orbison. Oh, sorry. It was a good to mention I got carried away. Fleetwood Mac, a soap opera for potheads. Thanks. Has anybody had enough of the nauseating Jackson 5 clan yet? These people make King Lear's family look like the Welcome Wagon. Weirdo Waldo sister posing nude in grubby men's mags and android thumbing his nose and people in Africa getting booted out of their damn countries and likely thing too. They know. So much for the best-selling record ever.
Which one was that?
That was Michael Jackson's Thriller. Grand Funk Railroad. We're an American band. Where's my fucking passport? I'm out of here. Heart. Crazy on you. If I have to hear that stupid out-of-tune control one more time, I'll go crazy on you. Already. Herman's Hermits. Yes, it is Brown. You've got a lovely daughter. I would like to smash spikes in your head with this tune. I would just hit the hammer. Oh my God, you're broken up because I smashed your head, Mrs. Brown. Thanks. I didn't know how I was going to get out of that. Jay and the Americans. And when I told her, sha-la-la, I never kissed her on her side, she cried. This woman turns into a blubbery mass of jelly every time one of the lights of Jay and the Americans blows her off. God, she must be pretty damn sensitive. Jay and the Americans, the scum of the earth. Jefferson Starship. Billy Joel. Isn't this guy just like Billy Crystal in like black leather jacket drag? I mean, it makes all the right moves. Give me the song on the piano. I've got some cacophony for a tune. Gordon Lightfoot. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Anybody recognize this?
It's a record.
Not just any record, Mike.
It's a special record. Do you want to know how special it is?
Yeah.
It's so special. I'm going to do one of the numbers from this fine record. Let's see. Scarborough Fair Canticle. Patterns. Cloudy. The sky was gray Friday.
The dangling conversation. Flowers never bend with rainfall. They do now. In the reign of my rage, a simple desultory Philippic. Oh, Simon and Garfunkel, Baldy and Nerd, how did you ever get to be so popular? Oh, how I despise you from the innermost core of my being. Which is short and shallow, like you, Frankie Valli. Can't take my eyes off of you, going out of my head. I'm never going to get through the bottom 80. I'll tell you what, how about Bruce Springsteen? Well, I don't know. I think Bruce Springsteen went a little too far when he got John Landau to do his production. John Landau? This man is like Phil Spector on Percodan. No moral judgment, no discerning, no intellect, no nothing, except stupid endless pianos. Pianos with their stupid tinkly Bugatti. I hate Bruce Springsteen, and I hate them all. Because they're evil. But you are beginning to bore me. Because you make me nervous. And do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you're
That's my tribute to Decay. Let's give him a hand. You can have an instant clap.
I can afford to throw a little bone to Freddie K because I'm the wrong hero. Everything I do is wrong. I never repeat myself. I never repeat myself. Not even to establish a leitmotif. Not even to establish a leitmotif. Are there any humans in the room? Then I'll speak extra slow. Extra slow. I'm the wrong hero. I can eat faster, talk louder, soar higher, and plummet lower than any man jack on this dark greenish planet. I'm the wrong hero. I'm like the River Platte. I'm a mile wide and an inch deep. And as always, it is me versus the world. Me weighing in at 180 pounds. The world in greenish trunks weighing in at an estimated 1.5 trillion tons. Who would you bet on? Well, okay, I game, and I'm scrappy, and I'll take the world on. It's me versus the world, and my motto is, shut up, world, shut up. Or, if you think you have anything to add, world, then come up here and share it with the rest of us. Didn't think so. I'm the wrong hero. I will never use the future subjunctive tense. I will never repeat myself. I will never repeat myself. I will never repeat myself. Boy, those migraines, they sure do bring you down. I'm the wrong hero. I hold a mirror up to the world's flaws. But it's a wrong mirror. It's a flawed mirror. I hate people who come up to the wrong hero and say, wrong hero, I don't like your attitude. You know what I say to them? Here's a useful hint for all of you borderline recluses out there. When somebody says they don't like your attitude, you say to them, only a stupid and unfeeling cad would go around placing attitudes on people and expecting them to conform. In fact, I don't like your attitude. It's your attitude which is deficient. I don't go around saying you have to hate everybody. Why do you go around saying you don't like my attitude?
Well, what about Leona Helmsley there? What about her attitude? How does that relate to your philosophy, Mr. Hero?
Money equals sainthood.
Ah.
She's been stricken off the list of saints. She no longer has a day named after her. But you know, back in the good old days when Leona Helmsley was a saint and did have her own day, you know what all the citizens did on Leona Helmsley Day? They wrote nice notes to Leona Helmsley. Notes like this. Dear Leona, we stayed at the Leona Helmsley Palace and we gave birth to a baby boy. But if it had been a girl, we would have called it Leona. P.S. It was a boy, and we named it Helmsley. So that's Leona Helmsley. Why is it that in New York, there's how many people? 8 million? They only talk about 7 people. The same 7 people. People are going to read the New York Post and the New York Daily News and the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times 2,000 years from today, and they're going to say, who was this Leona Helmsley? What did she accomplish? Who is this Imelda Marcos? She was famous for shoes. She's the Buster Brown of the late 20th century. And they're going to say, who is this Ed Koch? Who is this Governor Cuomo? Who is this Andy Warhol?
How do you think history will treat you, Mr. Hero?
Am I in time? Mike, am I?
We're getting there.
The wrong hero anticipates that the tide of history will turn even more inevitably and irretrievably against him. And he relishes the day that he will flounder in his own excrement, only to scream to an uncaring public, God damn it, I did this all for you! Let's talk about the nice things that the wrong hero does. The wrong hero gives away records. The wrong hero will teach you disco dancing now. These are lessons for which you would pay $35, $40, or at least a gram of good coke. But I'm offering them to you for free because, God damn it, I love you.
I thought you hated everybody and everything.
When it comes time to be good and do nice things and share my innermost feelings with the people, that's the time to lay away all the petty grievances and the time to not surrender to apathy, but to seek a negotiated settlement.
Sounds like fine shit to me.
The American hustle. Partners face each other and hustle. Take it. I cannot be trusted with it. However, here's a record by the Brothers Four. Why, it's the Brothers Four's greatest hits. Their heads, they're shaven. They look like some semi-ace of fellas geeking at Harvard School with a shaved head and his fat from hormone-induced beef throbbing below his back of his neck where his lizard brain is, and that's all he is. He's 90% lizard brain. He doesn't do anything or accomplish anything intellectual within or out of human discernment. And the Brothers Four started it all. The Brothers Four with their dopey sweaters, with their partially buttoned, crisp crew shirts underneath their conservative single or at best duotone sweaters, pounding out hits like Green Fields, The Green Leaves, I Am a Roving Gambler, and Yellow Bird. Who could forget? Yellow Bird. And now, as a part of my special April 15th only Giving Day, a day in which I resolve to do my mightiest to not make you feel miserable like you ought to, but to make you feel happy like you oughtn't. Does anybody up here know how to play steel drums? Do we have any empty SO tanks lying around that we can convert to that use? No? Well, I guess I'll have to do it solo, right? And you always hear this on the radio. In 1961, the melodic steel drums, the tangy twang of the Caribbean wafting in through your humdrum existence as the Brother Four warbled, Yellow bird, Thank God they don't write songs like that anymore. It's so condescending. The Caribbean is a bunch of happy slaves. Tote that pineapple. I was wearing a cap with an X on it, and somebody said, "Why are you wearing that hat with an X on it?" And I said, "That X signifies that my brain is buried treasure, and X marks the spot. So grab a shovel and do it up right, Frankenstein! Rip my guts out some more! I'm sick of these questions!" I'm going to open up a blue-collar French restaurant. It'll be called Chez Joe. And instead of some poofed or maitre d' with stinky water under his arms, I'll have me a real live American guy with his beer belly and heavy chest standing around in his t-shirt with flies crawling around his underarms named Joe.
Out, Francis.
And Joseph Sater will run it. And Joseph Sater will stand at the door. And he'll say, "Today's special, serve yourself! What am I, your slave?" That's because it'll be a blue-collar French restaurant. This segment of The Wrong Hero has been brought to you by Dual Soap. Dual Soap. If you don't wear it, I must fight you. If you do wear it, I must fight you anyway. Dual Soap. The Wrong Hero is going to start a magazine. It's called Don't Bother. That's because when he went around and take a consensus viewpoint of all the potential subscribers, and he said, will you sign this check for $10 for a 1-year subscription? They all said, don't bother. So I'm calling it Don't Bother. That makes no sense. That's because the Wrong Hero is, what's that word?
Crazy?
Cautious? No, I'm not sure. What's that word? What's that word? What's that word? The Wrong Hero does not repeat himself. What's that word? What's that word? Dyslexic. I got Alzheimer's disease. And he's got mine. And I want it back. I think I don't read. Remember. Do you know what I'm giving up for Lent? I am giving up telling the truth. No, not really. For Lent, I'm giving up. And I hope all of you do too. The Wrong Hero paid his taxes today. And you know the Wrong Hero owed the money if he waited until the last possible second to pay his taxes. And on the back of that check, he wrote, I would have made this check out to you, the Internal Revenue Service, if you had treated me with one shred of decency or human dignity. But since you are incapable of doing so, I made it out to you anyway. Because you're evil. And I didn't make it out to the IRS. I made it out to cash. And I put a tracer on it. And I'm going to announce a middle-level Justice Department employee who decides to skim the tank a little bit without the precinct sergeant knowing about it. I think I don't remember. Basically, if I become president, I am going to run the country in this fashion. It will be the Wrong Hero as prosecuting attorney in the case of the Wrong Hero versus the people of the United States. Just to let you know ahead of time. And my motto will be, you can run but you can't hide. Spoken from my hiding place. I was hanging out at the Fantastic Four headquarters the other day, and the Human Torch was standing around going, is it hot in here, or is it just me? Good, they got a grudging snort. Why don't you just flick that ball and climb up here, do it upright. Dracula. Did you ever think that maybe crossword puzzles are just reverse dyslexia? Brilliant Wrong Hero insight number 1. Apparently not. A man came up to me and said, you're on a roll today. And I said, well, stop trying to butter me up. I think junkies should be forced to mainline beta-carotene until their skins turn orange, the distinctive mark of the junkie. Can't get at his junk, so he chews carrots all day, or he chews gum. In his mouth looks like the workings of a tired old mule grinding a plow. And as a semaphore device, it says it screams to broadcasters and potential employers, junkie, junkie, junkie. This man can't stop working his mouth even in his sleep. He's a junkie, junkie. Some people look into the past and say, what if the Nazis had won? I look into the future and say, what if the Allies had won? Really won? Wrong Hero insight number 2. Because I hate America. I hate cowboys. Cowboys. What do the Greeks got? All them Greek gods. What do the Italians got? The mafia. What do the Poles got? Madame Curie. What do the English got? Our entire system of jurisprudence. What does America have? Cowboys. Illiterate thugs from the Old West. They can roll a cigarette with one hand and they babysit cows all day. And now we worship them. There's a shootout down at the OK Corral. Looks like one of them drive-by shootouts, you know what I mean? Yeah, them outlaws managed to sneak in on horses wearing red and blue bandanas and shoot at each other from the sides of their ponies, just like the Indians used to do. I'm the wrong hero, and I have this question. We spent 45 years trying to destroy Russia in the Cold War. Now, we turn around and give them $4 billion. What is this, the lottery? Why didn't we just hand them the $4 billion in 1945 and say, look, jokers, we're sick of running the world. Why don't you do it for a change? Here's $4 billion. Now stay out of our backyard. We could have saved an awful lot of problems. Thank you. Mike has informed me that the 40-minute sign has been lit, which means I have 10 minutes by the screwed-up timing in this place.
It's the wrong hero, it's the wrong time.
I hate your idiotic politics. I despise your pointless sports spectacles. And your earth music makes me nauseous, which is why I love Sub Pop. That is why I must destroy the Bee Gees, ELO, the fifth dimension, up and away, Ferrante and Teacher, feelings. Oh, I guess I really hurt their feelings. Does anybody want to get up there and play that? The Wrong Hero's sister knows how to play that. What else do we have? A genuine artifact. Why, it's Fleetwood Mac and Mystery to Me. Fleetwood Mac, a soap opera for potheads. Well, it's a mystery to me, too. Why anybody would pay good money for one of these unbreakable reprise records on the Warner Brothers label, manufactured back in the 70s, when they weren't easy after cheap substitute oil. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to send this to Australia and do one of them Coke can falls from the sky transcultural things. Record, work Fleetwood Mac. We form sect, Fleetwood Mac Aborigines. And this be sound of our tribal chant. The 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall and break your neck. Learn how to sing like a man. Can you believe that Frankie Valli parlayed that shtick into a successful 5-year career? Singing higher and higher in falsetto until finally dogs began to run mad in the streets.
Those were the days. You can bring them back again.
Peter Frampton, Tom Jones, Elton John. It's the real thing with fake pictures of Bogart. In the future, medical science will say the Wrong Hero was suffering from an adjustment disorder. With mixed emotional features. Which could easily have been cured if medical science had been sufficiently. But medical science not sufficiently because medical science is evil. And with my looks and your brains, the world will destroy us. Back to the Wrong Hero 80. Kansas. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Well, Blue back there. Blue back at Topeka, home of steak restaurants and illiterate cowposts and cigarette rolling, hand-rolled cigarettes and babysitting cars. KC and the Sunshine Band. Get down tonight. Pop a couple Valiant. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down tonight. Of course somebody dropped it in your sangria. You would never take that sort of thing. Carole King.
I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel my stomach feeling, stomach feeling, stomach feeling.
Led Zeppelin. The Mamas and the Papas. Steve Miller. I'm joking, I'm smoking, I'm being not joking. I sure don't want to hurt no one, except the endless youth of America who listen to my every word and do everything I tell them to. With great success. The Monkees, the Moody Blues. Get off already, you psychedelic creeps. The Moody Blues. Partridge Family. The evil troll, Danny Bonaduce. He won't go away. He is ill, Danny Bonaduce. Pink Floyd, Punk Floyd. The Police. Message in a bottle. Go away as far as possible. Queen. Santana. Bobby Sherman. They all go together. Carly Simon. Steely Dan, named after a dildo. How appropriate! Cat Stevens. Peace train ride through the city. Kill Salman Rushdie. Rod Stewart. A former grave digger. He sounds like someone dug him out of a grave. And his protege, Stories, with Brother Louie. That's his man! He's not mine! No, he wants one for what's right! The Talking Heads. James Taylor. Damn this traffic jam. How are you feeling? Bangladesh. Hiroshima. Dhaka! And poor James Taylor, a friend and a few men will get his expensive watch because he's late in a traffic jam! How long can I go on in this vein?
Not very long. My first band's out in 15 minutes. We need to get you off the stage as we spoke about earlier, Francis.
Very well. I shall conclude my remarks by reminding you of the band War. The world is a ghetto. And if you were to get out of it, it would be less of one. Yes, no. Neil Young. Neil Young. Pathos articulated into a nauseating whine with twangy folk modalities. ZZ Top. They're bearded. They're filthy. They're cretinous. And they're millionaires. I'm filthy. I'm cretinous. I don't know what that is.
Finally, the 1988 Summer Olympics, featuring Williams, my costumes for the DJ's chicken in the go, but you know creativity was our destruction. We said that the wrong hero. Wrong hero inside number.
And freeze my.
Can you believe that? So surely you must be sacrificed.
And you want to do more around here. No, the feelings were big, minor irritation. Like that comes if you are a cigarette. Or perhaps of your romance. Or even perhaps do not think you need the last judgment of the wrong hero. It takes place every day.
Sure thing, please.
And you know what that means? Strangers in the night, I never held them. Strangers in the night, I always felt them.
The wrong way. Up a one-way street. My license plate reads, get out of my way. I'm the wrong hero. I hate everybody, and everybody hates me. I'm the wrong hero. Like me. There. So much for one at the crime. And other people. I'm the wrong hero, and I ordered 20 rolls of toilet paper. And that's my good quality.
I'm writing a book called The Dullness and Foolishness of the Wrong Hero. That's when I'm not writing children's books. Want to hear some of my repertoire? Yeah! Really the shit.
The dog who ate a kitten.
Yeah. I heard that one.
And
that one.
Fat Stuff, the mean boa constrictor. I'm the wrong hero. I got helmet head. Ew. I went to work at an early age. I read the classifieds. I put an ad in the classifieds. Boy with toy van. Have squirt gun, will travel. I'm an inventor. I invented a God whistle. Only he can hear. When I was growing up, my father was my best friend. Sure, all my best friends break every promise they ever made and expect to run my life in the bargain. When I was a kid, I was my own worst enemy. I used to sharpen popsicle sticks against the pavement, hold them to my own throat, and threaten to take my own lunch money. But I didn't, because I didn't eat lunch, because I was my own worst enemy. My neighborhood was tough. We had a topless lunch and a bottomless cup of coffee. 5 men were lost in that bottomless cup of coffee. We tried to lower them provisions, but they did not survive their captivity. At the bottom of the cup of bottomless coffee. I'm the wrong hero. I write travel brochures for a living. Come to exotic Somerville, where we will steal the shoes off your feet if we can figure out how to untie the laces. Come to exotic Buffalo, mosquitoes, escaped convicts, blizzards, and psychopaths. I came from a little town called Small Town. How small was it? The Arboretum was filled with bonsai trees. And then I moved to Big Town. How big was it? The gravestones were the size of sequoias. Then I came to Boston. And that's when I disappeared from the face of the planet. I'm the wrong hero. I said to myself, rebel. That's an order.
Excellent.
I went to a police auction. A police auction, but it was rigged. There were all policemen there. I tried to bid on a handgun. I bid $400 for this handgun. Sold to the man in blue for $401. Sorry about that. I lived in a bad neighborhood. It had a cheap zoo. It was a ghetto zoo. All the animals lived in garbage cans. They all wore sunglasses because they were ashamed. I can't get sincere with you. You might actually think you're my friend. That would be the last mistake you would ever make. I'm here now to talk about the 7 ages of whiskey. Old kid, old boy, old drunk, old before your time, old rocking chair, old in the way, old age home. I'm the wrong hero, and I'm here to transmit this important message. God is not dead. He just doesn't like crowds. That's why you never see him in a church. Come on, be good liberals and clap.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong hero. I've got Alzheimer's disease. I've got Alzheimer's disease, and don't you forget it. I think. I already have. I don't.
Reed, Matt, thank you. Are you a skinhead? There's nothing wrong with skinheads. Skinheads are good because they don't leave hair on the soap. I invented my own Easter. It's called Western. You hide giant hams around your yard, and you feast on a gigantic egg. Were there juvenile delinquents on the first Easter? Hey, he's rolling the stone away. Roll it back, roll it back. That's a good one. Oh, Jesus. I had a job selling lightning rods, but I gave it up because it was against God's will. Timing is
everything.
You are
Great. Everything.
I had the opposite in mind. I'm working on a cookbook. It's called The Ghetto Gourmet. Here's how all the recipes go. Preheat the oven to 2,000 degrees to get rid of all the rats and roaches in there. And then stick your frozen turkey TV dinner in there already. And shut up. And watch the television. Madonna's putting together a $40 million development group for talented artists. I'm putting together my own 40-cent group of talented artists. And I'll let you know when I find one. Do you know what I like to do to give my dog a treat? I like to throw a bouillon cube in the toilet bowl. I have a riddle. What did Nathan Hale's cat say? I don't know. What did Nathan Hale's cat say? I regret that I have but 9 lives to give for my country. Is anybody here ever go to the Central Square Public Library? I hate the Central Square Public Library. Old men reading out of the dictionary out loud and giggling. That's the Central Square Public Library. If cold water wakes you up, what does hot water do? Put you to sleep? Stick your head in the tea kettle. An apple a day cleans your teeth. So does a hand grenade. Try it sometime. Let me know how you like it. I'm the wrong hero, and I like to go to Weight Watchers meetings and leave chocolate-smelling farts in the vestibule. Boy, I'll tell you, I've killed more diets that way. The Children's Museum, which Mike Higgins, our esteemed sound man, recently came back from a long-standing engagement from, just to throw in some topical reference and interest here. The Children's Museum is hosting an exhibition of artworks by 3-year-olds titled, An Artist Could Do Better. Thank you. I don't want to move into my girlfriend's apartment because, face it, you go to a woman's apartment, what do you see? Douches, perfume, teddy bears. But when you go to a man's apartment, you know what you see there? Raw steer carcasses, smoldering subatomic machine guns, a 500-pound gorilla in a cage. That's what you see in a real man's apartment. And then a real man goes to the real man's supermarket. There's sawdust everywhere. That's yesterday's furniture. There's no seat on the toilet bowl. There's no toilet bowl. Just a huge trough right next to the beer. Okay, so you don't have to leave your place, you know. So it's a, what do you call that? A symbiotic process, yes. I'm writing a book. It's based on combining all of the great American and Irish classics and making them real short. The first volume will be entitled Huckleberry Finnegan's Wake. River Run past Pops and Nigger Jim's leads us by a circumlocution to Aunt Polly's house. The end. I'm also marketing the line of Tarantula Chow. Tarantula Chow. Scorpions like it too. I was arrested for chewing Red Man. It was a real Red Man. When I become president, my first move in public office will be to nationalize salad bars. I deserve to be president. I was in Vietnam. A buddy took the bullet meant for me. So I clobbered him and I took it back. Because it had my name on it. See? I got some riddles for you. What did the mole say to the earthworm?
What did the mole say to the earthworm?
Stop me if I'm boring you. What did the horny dog say to the bitch?
What did the horny dog say to the fish?
Bitch.
Bitch.
Come on over and see my itchies. What did the fire eater say to his wife?
What did the fire eater say to his wife?
Is it hot in here or is it just me? And what did she say?
Oh, what did she say?
It's not the heat, it's the humanity. When I was growing up, I worked in the class warfare shopping mall, right outside of Satellite Dish City. Yeah, I had made 3 different jobs one summer. First, I worked at the Rich store. My job was to stand around and say, and where did you prep? And then I got a job over at Bourgeois Hut. My job was to stand there and say, I'd like to wait on you right now, but it is obviously beneath my station. And then I got a job at Proletarians Are Us. And my job was to stand around and say, I'm not paid enough to wait on you, Aaron, but jerky. I went to hell. And Judas Iscariot was driving a car, and on the bumper sticker it read, ask me about my eternal torment. And on the front it said, honk if you've betrayed our Lord. I'm not paranoid. I'll kill him. I'm starting a companion magazine to modern maturity. It's called Prehistoric Hijinks. First issue, spotlight on the Great Gazoo. Ah, cutie little earthlings, earthworms. I invented a line of cologne. It's called Oh, the Pain. Dr. Smith likes it. Jesus, at the wedding of Canaan, turned the water into wine. Nowadays, that would be called enabling behavior. I'd like to do an impression. Moody Moonpecker. I'll ask you. I came in second in a stupidity contest. Why?
Why?
Because I was stupid!
Oh.
I'm as happy as a clam. Yes, I'm as happy as a mindless, brainless mollusk who gets picked up by gigantic bipeds and thrown in the pot of boiling water. Well, it's another day in the pot of boiling water. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm the wrong hero. I hate 7-Up, and it hates me. I'm the wrong hero. And I invented Frankenstein chow. Do you, like most Americans, have a gigantic 500-pound semi-human hulking thing in your basement? Chained to a shackle? Why not get him some We Belong Dead mix? Frankenstein asks for it by name. Okay, that's it. I've had everything. You really bother me. Because you make me nervous. make me nervous. You make me nervous. You!
Hey.
Who's this guy in the red shirt? John Travolta's understudy? How about this guy over here? What was that on your shirt, sir? The Statue of Liberty? Oh, I see. It's an ancient Indian. Is he crying a little tear because we destroyed his river? You know, boom, 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 boom. Save America. Don't be a part of destroying it. Don't eat meat. I like the dress. Did you buy that at the Wizard of Oz auction? Was that Dorothy's dress? I was wondering. You must be the famous crowd I've heard so much about. You think you're better than me, don't you? Would you autograph this blank check? You know, my kid says a lot of funny things. I bet you could use them in your act. Of course, if you call that an act. You're not as big as you look on television. I saw you on Johnny Carson the other night. You were the crowd. So, we got this straight. You annoy me, you bore me, you make me nervous. You make me nervous. And for these simple reasons, you are gay. I'll get you monkeys yet. You haven't heard the last of me, see? Okay, Ma, I'm sitting on top of the world. This ends
Which of the wave? Real.